Hey, today I want to teach you something that most people never hear explained clearly, and it might be one of the most powerful things you ever learn. It's called sex transmutation, a concept from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich. Now I know that might sound strange at first. People see the word sex and think it has nothing to do with success, wealth, or achievement. But Hill didn't include this chapter by accident. In fact, he believed this was one of the most important and least understood forces behind human potential. So let's get into it. Sex transmutation simply means taking your natural sexual energy, the desire, the emotion, the drive, and redirecting that energy into other areas of your life, like business, creativity, leadership, or personal growth. That's it. It's not about suppressing or ignoring desire. It's about transforming it, turning raw energy into something that builds your future. Think about this for a second. Sexual desire is one of the strongest human emotions. It drives behavior, it influences decision-making, and it can either fuel greatness, or lead to destruction. History is filled with people who rose or fell based on how they handled that energy. Napoleon Hill found that many of the most successful people he studied, people like Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, and others, had highly developed sex drives. But what made them different wasn't that they acted on those desires more than others, it's that they learned how to direct that emotional intensity into their work, their purpose, and their goals. Hill said that when this energy is transmuted, it becomes a force behind charisma, creativity, and unstoppable willpower. It's the fire that, when controlled, powers everything from invention to innovation to leadership. So how do you actually use this principle? First, recognize that this energy is valuable. Most people waste it, on distractions, on meaningless pleasures, on things that offer short-term stimulation but lead nowhere. When you feel that intense desire rise up, whether it's for intimacy, or connection, or even just excitement, ask yourself, how can I use this energy right now to build something meaningful? Can you write something? Can you train harder? Can you pour that energy into a creative project, a business idea, a long-term goal? That's transmutation. It's conscious redirection. Instead of letting your emotions control your choices, you lead your emotions where you want them to go. This works best when you have a clear purpose. If you don't have a definite goal, your energy has nowhere to go. It scatters. But when your mind is focused on a mission, your desire begins to support that mission instead of pulling you away from it. Hill also said that the most powerful form of sex energy comes when it's combined with love and deep emotion. When a person is in love, not just physically attracted, but emotionally connected, they often reach new levels of motivation, courage, and creativity. That emotional connection becomes fuel. It strengthens belief. It sharpens vision. It helps you move with passion and conviction. Think of the great inventors, artists, athletes, and entrepreneurs. You'll often find that their energy is intense, their focus is sharp, and their emotional lives are rich. That's not an accident. It's a form of mastery. They've learned how to lead their desires, not be led by them. Now let me be clear, this isn't about guilt or shame. It's not about becoming cold or celibate or denying human connection. It's about self-leadership. It's about choosing long-term vision over short-term gratification. When you learn to practice this in your daily life, everything changes. You'll notice more clarity, more creative ideas, more energy to pursue your goals. You'll also find yourself less distracted, more grounded, and more capable of following through. So the next time you feel that deep emotional drive rising up, pause. Ask yourself, how can I use this energy to move forward? What can I build with it? If you do that consistently, you'll begin to tap into a source of power that most people never access. Not because it's hidden, but because they've never been taught how to use it. This is the mystery Napoleon Hill was pointing to. Not magic. Not suppression. Just energy, properly redirected. And once you learn to master that, there's very little you can't accomplish.